The secret to transforming your plants from sparse and struggling to lush and vibrant lies in the art of trimming. This simple yet powerful gardening technique can make a world of difference in your plant's health and appearance. It's not just about cutting back the overgrowth, but it's about strategic snips that can encourage bushier growth, improve airflow, and enhance flowering. Proper trimming is a game changer. Are you ready to unlock the full potential of your green friends? You may ask, why should I trim my plants? Well, let's dive into that. Trimming is more than just a cosmetic routine for your leafy pals. It's a vital part of plant care that plays a significant role in their overall health and vitality. Firstly, strategic cuts encourage bushier growth. Imagine you're a plant. When you lose a branch, you're going to want to grow it back, right? But instead of just one branch, you'll sprout two in its place. And just like that, you've got a fuller, bushier plant. Secondly, trimming improves airflow. Without proper air circulation, plants are prone to disease and pests. Trimming helps create space for air to flow freely, reducing the chances of these unwelcome guests ruining your plant party. Lastly, trimming can significantly enhance flowering. If you're growing flowering plants, you'll want to see them bloom in all their glory. Trimming helps redirect energy from unnecessary growth to the development of beautiful blooms. Think of it as telling your plants, hey, focus on creating those stunning flowers. And it's not just about the flowers. For fruit-bearing plants, strategic trimming can lead to a more bountiful harvest. It's like magic, but it's actually just good plant care. So, as you can see, trimming does much more than just making your plants look good. It's a crucial step towards ensuring their health, vitality, and beauty. Not all plants are created equal when it comes to trimming. It's important to know which plants thrive with a good trim, and which prefer to be left in their natural state. Herbs, for instance, are perfect candidates for regular trimming. Trimming encourages these plants to become bushier and more productive. Think of basil, rosemary, and mint. A good snip here and there helps them to flourish. Shrubs too can benefit greatly from a trim. Trimming helps them maintain a desirable shape and promotes more vigorous growth. Flowering plants such as roses and hydrangeas also love a good trim. It not only helps them to produce more flowers but also keeps them healthy by removing dead or diseased branches. Houseplants? Yes, they need trimming too. It helps them to keep a compact, attractive shape and can encourage fuller growth. Identifying the right plants for trimming can lead to the most rewarding results. Like any job, having the right tools makes all the difference. When it comes to trimming, there are a few key tools to know. Bypass pruners, for instance, are perfect for making precise cuts on young green stems. For thicker, woody stems, you'll want to reach for a good pair of loppers. And let's not forget shears, your go-to tool for shaping hedges and shrubs into the envy of the neighborhood. But it's not just about having these tools in your arsenal, it's also about keeping them in top shape. A dull blade can damage your plants, leaving them susceptible to diseases. So, remember to clean and sharpen your tools regularly. And always ensure your tools are rust-free, because rust is not a plant's friend. With these tools, you're not just a gardener, you're an artist, shaping and guiding the growth of your green canvas. With the right tools in hand, you're ready to start trimming. Now let's dive into the art of trimming. It's not just about snipping here and there. It's a craft that requires understanding, precision, and a touch of patience. Let's start with herbs, which are quite forgiving and a great place to start for beginners. For herbs, you'll want to make your cuts just above the leaf nodes, where new leaves sprout. This encourages bushier growth rather than leggy stems. Next up are shrubs. When it comes to these, we're looking to maintain their natural shape while promoting healthy growth. Make your cuts at a 45-degree angle, just above an outward-facing bud. This helps water run off the cut surface, preventing disease. Now, let's talk about flowering plants. The trick here is to remove spent blooms, a technique known as deadheading. This redirects the plant's energy from seed production to new growth, giving you more flowers over the season. Make your cuts at a 45-degree angle just above the first set of healthy leaves. Houseplants might be a little trickier. These indoor friends often have their own specific needs, but a general rule of thumb is to remove any yellow or brown leaves, and to trim back any overgrowth to maintain a pleasing shape. Remember to make your cuts at an angle to promote quick healing. Regardless of the plant type, there are a few universal rules. Always make clean, sharp cuts. This helps the plant heal faster and reduces the risk of disease. Avoid tearing or crushing the stems, as this can cause unnecessary stress to the plant. And remember, less is more. It's better to make a few small cuts and assess, than to over-trim and regret it later. Now let's talk about disease prevention. If you notice any signs of disease or pests, such as discolored leaves or unusual growth, it's important to trim these parts away immediately to prevent further spread. Always clean your tools after trimming diseased plants to avoid contaminating healthy ones. And finally, timing is everything. Most plants prefer to be trimmed in the late winter or early spring when they're still dormant. This gives them a fresh start for the growing season. However, always check the specific needs of your plants, as some may prefer a different trimming schedule. Remember, practice makes perfect. So don't be afraid to get out there and start trimming. It might take some time to get the hang of it, but the rewards are well worth the effort. With a little patience and a lot of love, you'll be on your way to having the bushiest, healthiest plants ever. Let's hear from the experts. We've tapped into the wisdom of seasoned gardeners and horticulturists who've spent years perfecting their trimming techniques. Their advice, patience, precision, and a keen eye for detail. First off, timing is everything. As one expert put it, trimming isn't a one-size-fits-all operation. Different plants have different rhythms and respond best to trimming at various times of the year. So, it's crucial to understand your plants, their growth cycles, and the best time to give them a trim. Next, don't underestimate the importance of clean cuts. A common mistake many gardeners make is tearing or crushing the plant stems, which can lead to disease and decay. One seasoned horticulturist advises, use sharp, clean tools to make precise cuts. It's like surgery for your plants, so treat it with the same respect. Lastly, less is sometimes more. Over-trimming can stress your plants and stunt their growth. As another expert shared, trimming is about balance. You want to encourage bushier growth without going overboard. It's about pruning just enough to stimulate growth, but not so much that you're harming the plant. Remember, every cut is a wound to the plant, so make each snip with understanding and care. As these experts show, a little knowledge can go a long way. Now that you're armed with knowledge, it's time to apply it. You've learned the importance of trimming, the best plants to trim, the tools you'll need, and the techniques to use. You've even heard from the experts. So what's next? It's time to get your hands dirty, or rather, green. Remember, the journey to a healthier, bushier plant begins with a single cut. It might seem daunting at first, but just like anything else, practice makes perfect. Start with a plant you're comfortable with, and gradually work your way up to more challenging ones. Don't worry about making mistakes. Even seasoned gardeners occasionally cut the wrong branch or trim too much. The important thing is to learn from these experiences and to continue nurturing your plants with love and care. Each failed cut is an opportunity to grow, not just for your plants, but for you as a gardener. And remember, patience is key. You won't see immediate results after a trim, but give it time. Your plants will reward your efforts with lush growth and vibrant colors. So go ahead, get out there and start trimming. Look at your plants, understand their needs, and make those strategic cuts. With each snip, you're not just shaping your plants, but also creating a healthier environment for them to thrive. We can't wait to see your plants thrive. Remember, every cut brings you one step closer to a healthier, bushier plant.